Hi everybody, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto. We've got a special episode today. I'm attempting the impossible. I'm going to try and game hunt for 7 straight days.
What you know about Retro Ghetto? Collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo. I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the Retro Ghetto. Come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples Settle. Lock into the Retro Ghetto.
Okay, so what is probably my most ambitious video yet? I'm going to try and game hunt for a full week. I've had a rare week off work. It's not very often I get a chance to do this between having a toddler, having a job, decorating a house, and just life in general. It's very difficult that we can find the time to get out there and game hunt. So yeah, this was a rare full week that I had in the diary. So what I tried to do is go out and get something every single day. The rules were basically just get out there every day and try and buy something every single day. Did I do it? Let's find out. Okay, so as you've seen on a Sunday, I went to not a car boot as such, but an open market, and it only been going a couple of weeks, so I just saw it wasn't overly busy. Word of mouth needs to spread. But I did manage to get a couple of games. I managed to pick up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on the PS3, and I also managed to pick up Star Wars 2, the Lego Star Wars original trilogy on the PS2. It's not much, but they're 20 pence each, so I couldn't leave them behind. It's a start. Okay, so I decided to hit up my local town. Town's probably generous if you can think of it as a town centre, but I thought I'd go around all the charity shops. I tried the crack converters, as you've seen on the video. I think I popped into Game as well, which, as usual, not a lot going on there. But in the last charity shop, before I went back to my car, I did find a couple of games that were worth buying. I picked up Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox 360 and Modern Warfare 3. As you can see, they were both £1. I didn't have Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox 360. This is widely regarded as the best one in the franchise. It's got a good solo player campaign, and I think it's been So I've almost remastered if you put it on the Xbox One X. So I look forward to playing through that one. And this one, CEX give about £3.50 trading, I think. And I think I might have already had it. So it was worth picking up for £1 just to more than double up the money at CEX. Again, a couple more games. Nothing special thus far, but we're 2 days in. We've got games every day. And tomorrow promises to be something special. Okay, so today is a big day. We're going out to specialist video game and retro game shops, so got to find something today. I'll try and pop in a few charity shops as well if we come across them, but yeah, this is the day I've been excited about, so yeah, hopefully I'll get some good footage and some good stuff. Right, we're having to change route slightly. £100 for a video game? Sure. £6 to pay for it going on a road? Hell no! I'm never paying to use a road. M6 toll can kiss my behind.
Okay, so just come out of old school gaming. I got a bag full of Super Nintendo games. What more can you ask for? On to the next one. Hello?
Hi, can I take you there?
Yeah, can Miss Ninja on the SNES, please?
Oh, what, sorry?
I'll have a chicken mayo, please.
Yeah.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin now.
What up? Oh, for sure.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin now.
As always, Nick and Vintage Gamer were very kind to me. This bag has got more full. There's lots in here. Let's get back to the retro ghetto and see what we picked up.
I told you I had something special planned, didn't I, for Tuesday? Better than your average Tuesday, let's put it that way. A lot of miles, a long drive to get down to sort of Hales Owens. Good hour and 20-ish, plus my M6 detour that I had to take to avoid the toll. But yeah, we'll pick up with the old school gaming pickups first. You know me, guys, I love my Super Nintendo, and if there's ever games that I don't have, I want them. So managed to pick up a few shelf fillers in there. Crash Test Dummies, which is not in bad condition at all. A game which has been rising in value a bit recently. Adam's Family, Pudsy's Scavenger Hunt, which I think is just like a sort of generic side-scrolling platformer. But I'll give that one a try and let you guys know. And I picked up Champions World Class Soccer, or Ryan Gig Soccer as it appears on the box. Ironically, it's a bit beat up. Hey, Ryan. But yeah, just another one that I needed. Super Nintendo is one of those rare consoles that I do literally buy anything and everything for. Shelf filler, anything. If I don't have it, I buy it. So yeah, was happy to add those. And it's an amazing place, guys. They're going for a refurb at the minute. So if you go down there, it'll probably look even better than it did on the video footage I've shown you. The manager is an absolutely great guy. Always works with me on pricing. Every time I go, he cuts me a good deal. I got all 3 of these games for 35 quid, which is a bargain. I often say on this channel, if you can get a Super Nintendo game for in or around a tenner each and you don't have it, pick it up. And that's what I did. He gave me a couple more things before I left. He gave me a gift, some Dead Rising 2 player cards. I'm not a big Dead Rising guy. I'm not a big cards guy. So if there's anybody out there that is interested in these, I'd just give them away through the channel because I'd rather them go to a home of somebody that will appreciate them more. So let me know. And before I left, I noticed one other thing. I was like, is that RoboCop 3? Which is a heavy hitting game on the Super Nintendo. It's become quite rare. And he said it's box only. I said, well, would you sell it? And we were looking at it and he seemed to think that he had question marks over it. It's a bit dubious. He thought it might be fake. I can see why. It's very shiny. It's hard to show on camera, but it is very shiny. And also it feels a little bit thick and the printing doesn't look quite right. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and say that this is fake, so I'm not going to add it to the shelving. But again, if anyone's interested in this, you know, we'll work something out. Okay, same day, different game shop. Vintage Gamer, one of our favourite shops in the country. Absolutely love Nick. I've been going there for years, and every time I go, I come back with a bag full of stuff, and he always does me an amazing deal. So just go through the pickups. First thing, I wasn't even really aware this existed. I've been looking to beef up my GameCube collection, and I just noticed this. I did enjoy the first couple of Bad Boys films. I've not seen the new one. I've seen the trailer. Poor fat Martin Lawrence. I haven't got around to that one yet. But yeah, I just thought, to be honest, he saw me carrying it and he pretty much just said chuck that in as well. So, you know, I'm going to say no. I picked up yet another Super Nintendo game. This one's called Syndicate. Just something, again, I didn't have. Nick assures me this is actually a decent game, although he did say it's a bit weird. But if you look at the back, the graphics look really good, nice sprites. So, yes, I'm going to be interested in trying that one out. And then my last pickup, my biggest pickup of the day.
Hi, can I take you there?
Yeah, can Mr. Ninja on the SNES, please?
Right, so, as you saw, story time, yeah? Quickly, because we ain't got much time, there's a lot to get through on this video. I was sitting in the queue for McDonald's, and I thought, what can I do that'll break up the video, do something funny? And when she said to me, can I take your order, please? I just thought of the first retro game that I wanted in my mind, and I said, I'll have Mystical Ninja on the Super Nintendo, right? She didn't really react. I ordered my chicken mayo. Away I went. I thought that wasn't really very funny. And it was never going to see the light of day. However, I walked into Vintage Gamer and the first game that I see staring at me is Mystical Ninja on the Super Nintendo. And it was like Super Nintendo gods were smiling at me. It was like fate. This has become a very rare and very expensive game. So it's certainly not one you expect to see just sitting in a game shop as soon as you walk in looking at you. I said to Nick, this is weird, and I showed him the video and he couldn't believe it. But I wanted to show him just so you guys didn't think that I was full of shit. Like, 'cause it looks like I wouldn't believe it. Just randomly to say to someone at McDonald's that I want Mystical Ninja on the Super Nintendo. Literally 2 minutes around the corner at a Vintage Gamer buying Mystical Ninja on the Super Nintendo. So yeah, that's as I say, Super Nintendo fate. But this has become a real heavy hitter. as you can see by the eBay sold listings, I was really happy to have found this one out in the wild and get it ticked off the list. I'm currently playing through this and really enjoying it. I can see why it's sought after. It's a very good, very likable game, but we'll probably talk about that more on my next game completions video. But yeah, it's fair to say that Tuesday was a good day.
Right guys, I've just got back from a real quick Facebook Marketplace pickup. Always dig a little deeper. There was a listing on there and basically just said PS2. So you clearly notice someone that don't know what they're doing. So there was no like further information. And even the PS2 was in lowercase. It was a lowercase p. There was no pictures of any controllers. It was a slimline silver one. And no information. So I just said, you know, is there any controllers? And this is why I picked it up. You can't really see it too much in here, but here's the slimline PS2. And the reason why I bought this for 30 quid, which won't really get you excited. Not one, not two, but 3 official Sony PS2 controllers. This one's never used, look, brand new. These are going for 15 quid-ish on eBay. I'm also got to chuck in the Simpsons game, which I don't think I've got in the collection. So yeah, always worth asking questions, guys, on Facebook Marketplace. If something just don't seem right, delve a little deeper. Yeah, there's about 45, 50 quid's worth of controllers alone there, so not bad.
Okay, so Wednesday I went to my local charity shop. If you guys think it's a good charity shop and you're getting ideas, trying to work out where it is, I go there twice a day, so good luck to you. And I'm allowed in the back room. People get real protective about their charity shops. But yeah, I found a Xbox One game, which is rare. You don't often find Xbox One in a charity shop. Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I played the original trilogy on the PlayStation 1, and that's where I left the franchise. So I really am intrigued to get involved with the later releases. I hear good things about them, so if you played this, let me know. I'll be trying this out very shortly. And then, as I'm sure you saw in the footage, I picked up these guys. The 10-inch turtles. These are from 2012. I think they're called like Battle Shell or something because their shells open up and they sort of house more weapons that they would if they didn't fall out. But yeah, these guys were mostly complete. You can see their accessories. This was like later on in the line when sort of Nickelodeon had hold of them, as you can tell by the artwork. I just thought they were cool, you know. Donatello with his stick. And we've got Leonardo. And the only one missing was Raphael. These were 4 quid each. I'm in the process of buying a Raphael on eBay. Of course I am, to complete the set. These are selling for roughly about 45 quid for the set. Now I paid £12 for 3. I don't know if I'm going to sell them or if I'm just going to display them in the Retro Ghetto 3.0, but I think I'll probably just hold on to them for now. But 4 quid is not cheap, £4 each in a charity shop, but I think it was a decent find. And then yeah, as you see, later on that evening, I found my PS2 bundle. Really nice, slim, silver bundle. Literally, the photograph was the back of it. And as I said in the video, it was like a lowercase PS2 was all it said, and it just said that. So I dug a little bit deeper. I got it to throw in the Simpsons game. So all this was 30 quid. And the reason I bought it, as I say, there's 3 satin silver official PlayStation 2 controllers. They sell for roughly 15 quid each. This one's never been used. It's still got its wires sealed. Looking on eBay, this is worth about 30, 35 quid or so. So that alone pays for it. But what I did over the next couple of days was I sold my fat black PS2. And I sold that for like 25 quid. So it was a £5 down. I mean, it was a no-brainer, right? Okay, so Thursday, my son wasn't at nursery. I had him all day and I did not want to drag him around loads of charity shops and take him on hour-long journeys to get to different places. But we went to the local CEX, and I have to pick up something every time I go to CEX. This is the Burton-upon-Trent CEX. Shout out to Manesh. You see him in the video there. The manager is absolutely top guy. He's become a friend of mine. And he's very, very passionate about gaming, retro gaming. He's got a plethora of knowledge. He's not your average store manager. He really is an advocate of gaming. And it shows in the shop. It's not the biggest of premises, but for me in the local East Midlands area, that's definitely my preferred one. Even before I moved house, that was my CEX of choice, and that's where I'd take my retro if I was ever trading it, because I'd rather him have it on his shelves, because I know he appreciates it. And yeah, I do like to support my local CEX, especially when the manager is such a top guy like Manesh. So Manesh, thank you, brother. I had to pick up a couple of things whilst I was there. I picked up Darksiders on the 360 because I played Darksiders 2 and I quite enjoy the franchise. I like the artwork and the lore and stuff. So yeah, I thought I'd give the first one a try. And I've been actively pursuing the Master Chief Collection. I recently got an Xbox One X and I've just been getting sort of Xbox exclusives. So when I saw the Steelbook version of this for £12, and this sells for a pretty penny actually on eBay at the moment, but it's going straight in the collection. But yeah, one that I actually wanted. So to find the Steelbook in good condition, again, that was a no-brainer. So yeah, we're still on course. I've still bought something every single day as we head into... So Friday, I'm just going to put it out there now, there was no games found, but very, very interesting things indeed. I was in the Birmingham area visiting family, and I saw a shop and I thought, I remember that shop. It's called PlayStation Centre, I think it is. And it's a bit under the radar. They don't advertise, they haven't really got a social media presence. It's quite a small shop. And as you've seen on the footage, it only predominantly sells modern games. So you've got Xbox, Switch, PlayStation 4, and then there's a little bit of Wii U and things like that, but no real retro as such. So I wasn't really in the market for any games. I spoke to him about the fact that I bought the 1994 official PlayStation light from him, and he remembered me. So I was looking around for any other sort of signage and stuff, and I saw this. And I asked about it, and I said, would you sell it? He said, yeah. And he said it £5. So I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? That's going to look really nice in the Retro Ghetto 3.0 in my Xbox section. So I took that, and before I left, said, have you got any other sort of promotional pieces? And he did. I've never seen one of these before, but I feel like I've struck gold, because he let me have both for 15 quid. So essentially this was a tenner. And this is like a hard plastic, almost like a plaque if you like. And if you can see it on camera, it says Xbox official stockist. So it'd be what stores would have to, you know, show that they are official stockists of Xbox products. But yeah, it's really nice, real good quality. It's almost like glass, it's so thick. And I just thought that was something that once I take it out of the bag will look really nice in the Retro Ghetto 3.0. I've never seen one before. I'm sure it's something Xbox collectors would appreciate. And I might just put like a little green LED behind it or something. And yeah, a nice piece to find. I love finding things like this. You guys know I love promotional pieces. Just things that you're not going to find every day. So yeah, I went out of there, and then I went again to my trusty charity shop. And as you've seen, there was like a bag of toys. I gave a Transformer and 2 Buzz Lightyears to Retro Ghetto Jr., who was happy with them for about 3 minutes. And there was a couple of turtles in there. I'm not sure much about these. This one is from the year 2002. So yeah, it's got an accessory, Michelangelo. Don't know if there's any value in it. I'll stick it on eBay or something. And an OG 1988 figure. Sadly, no accessories or nothing, so there's no value in it either. But I might create like a little bundle of turtles if I keep finding them, and I might just put them on eBay as like a job lot. But the reason why I picked up that bag, you've probably noticed it. There was a Bucky O'Hare figure. I don't know if you guys remember the cartoon and the subsequent video game, but yeah, these guys have become quite sought after, especially if you're going to find him with the accessory of the gun. This was in the bag, and it seems to fit in there. I spoke to a toy expert, Andy, over at he's on the Toy Division website, and those guys also have a YouTube channel as well, so please check that out, Empire Toys. And yeah, he was saying it's quite rare to find him with a gun, but he doesn't seem to think this was part of it. I don't know what this is or what it's for. It looks like it might even be a missile or something, but I just thought it looked cool in his hand. But yeah, I was really happy to find this. And yeah, as I say, no games, but again, I think a successful day.
Okay, so it's the final day. It's early, I'm tired, it's miserable. But we're going to try one last go at a car boot. Wish me luck. Let's hope that the collecting gods are with me on this one, because I'd have happily stayed in bed today. What do you want? Show me what you want.
What? Which one?
You want
Tell me.
everything?
Describe it to me.
Okay, so the final day, the 7th day of toy hunting. At this point, I was flipping knackered, right, as you've probably seen on the video. So I went to a car boot. Again, the weather is not great, okay? It's supposed to be heading towards summertime, but in England we don't have one. The one game I picked up was Need for Speed Undercover. I'm a big fan of the Need for Speed franchise. I didn't have this one in the collection. The guy was a bit of a reseller. He wanted £2 each for his games. So there was some half-decent games there. There was the Sleeping Dogs and a few others. But none I needed. And there wasn't enough meat on the bone to take them CX and trade them in or anything. So yeah, Need for Speed Undercover was all I picked up for £2. I'm falling a bit out of love with car boots, guys, if I'm being honest. I don't want to get into too much of a rant about it. That's probably another video. But when it says it opens at 7 and people are leaving at 6:30 with bags full, and then there seems to be this sort of culture of basically those 2 young women unloading a van, or a car, sorry. And there was about 10 guys just stood around, like leering, like, and I just feel like people are animals when it comes to this stuff. It's like they leave social etiquette out of it. They go to these car boots and they just have no manners. No social distancing. And I'm not talking about the pandemic. I'm just talking about common decency. You know, people sticking their heads in cars as people are unloading them and, have you got this? And I get it. Some people do it for a living. There are genuine resellers out there that are doing it to pay their rent. But for me, I just think, have a bit of etiquette. Do you know what I mean? So it leaves a nasty taste in my mouth sometimes when I go to car boots. I come away and I think, I woke up at like 5:30. I've had to drive like 30-40 minutes because there's none round the corner. I've come back with this. I've seen a lot of people being rude. It doesn't inspire me to get up next week. That's the issue. But the joy of a car boot, it only takes one thing. I might go next week and find one thing and be so glad that I got out of bed. And it can make or break your weekend, it really can. But yeah, that's my car boot rant over, guys. Let me know in the comments how you guys are getting on this year. But I wasn't content to just find that, so I went back to my charity shop as it was Saturday, and I found a Wii Sports, £1.50 I think this was. I've had about 3 of these now in the last month. CEX give you a tenner trading for them. They're a no-brainer. Everybody loves Wii Sports, so If you find them, pick them up. Okay, so that's it, guys. 7 days of hunting. I did it. Successfully managed to buy something every single day. And I didn't buy anything for the sake of it. I bought what I think is decent stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think the best find was. But yeah, I think I've done a hell of a lot of miles. I spent about 150, 60 quid plus fuel. I think I've got 16 games, a load of toys, a plaque, a sign. Yeah, it's fair to say it was a successful week. I got it out of my system to some extent because I always think, oh, I don't have the time to do it. After doing it for a week, I'm quite happy to have a week off, to be honest, and play some of these games. But a lot of work went into this, a lot of planning, and yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of editing as well to get everything together. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, hopefully it wasn't too ambitious and it comes across as a decent video and it's not too long and you're not being too bored. So as always, my people, please subscribe to the channel, get involved. Got something completely different planned for next week. But yeah, play your games, keep it retro. Thank you, people. See you on the next one.
Retro Ghetto.